known as Mona Fandey, the most dangerous sorcerer, murderer, and cannibal of all times. Born as Mazina Ismail in the year 1956 in Kangar, Malaysia, Mazina grew up in a poor family. At an early age, she started dancing and singing, hoping that one day she'll be famous. In her early 20s, she managed to record some video clips, but none of which led her to the fame she wished for. Despite that, she never gave up on her dream. In fact, her dream got bigger the day she married Mohamed Fandey, an artistic producer who took the role of her manager and promised to make her a worldwide superstar. Mazina changed her name to become Mona Fandey. Together, the couple worked hard to launch Mona's career. After years and years of trying and failed songs released, they realized that the dream would never come true. Mona decided to give up on her dream and follow a darker path, the one of black magic. Mona and her husband hit jackpot with her new career. She started to sell her services for elite social class people such as politicians, singers, presidents, and making great amounts of money. In 1993, the couple met the politician and deputy Mazlan Idris, who always dreamed of becoming the Prime Minister of Malaysia and hoped that Mona Fandey will help him through black magic and rituals. He was ready for anything. Mona gave Mazlan a talisman that contained numerous rituals and spells that allegedly belonged to the former Indonesian president, Sukarno. The talisman was supposed to make Mazlan invincible and would lead him straight to the presidency, but in exchange of 2.5 million rupees, equivalent to $300,000. Mazlan accepted the deal. He paid in advance 500,000 rupees and few real estates as a guarantee for what's left to be paid. After receiving the money, Mona asked Mazlan to pay her a visit at her house in order to practice a black magic cleaning ritual with the help of her personal assistant, Jeremy Hussein. Once in Mona's house, Mona asked Mazlan to lay down, covering him with flowers to start doing the ritual. But it did not go smoothly. Jeremy, Mona's assistant, attacked Mazlan and violently cutting his head off. Mona, her husband, and her assistant cut the victim's body and buried the parts at a warehouse near the couple's home. Some parts of the body were never found. They were allegedly eaten by Mona and her husband during some satanic ritual practices. Few months after the crime, Jeremy was arrested by police for drinking and drug possession. Under the influence of all the toxins, Jeremy, burdened by the secret he was carrying, confessed to everything, saying he was implicated in a horrible crime with Mona Fandey, and they were responsible for the death of the politician Mazlan. He then led the policemen into the warehouse where the lefts of Mazlan's body were buried. Mona Fandey and her husband Mohamed Fandey were arrested and were accused of fraud, practice of magic, and intentional murder. They were all sentenced to death. All the way through the trial, Mona showed no remorse. In fact, she acted like a superstar. She was posing, smiling to the photographs. She even dressed up in flashy, colorful clothes during trial, as if the courthouse was her own stage. She finally lived her long-lost dream of being the center of attention of a whole nation. On November the 3rd, 2001, the trio were executed, and Mona's words were, "Aku takkan mati," meaning, "I will never die."